Hi, and welcome back to my field work assignment. This is the second one. Um, we were tasked to go to the Greensboro Symphony Orchestra, who performed tonight. It's really late. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning, so I'm going to try and get through this quickly and head to bed. But I just needed to do this now that it's fresh in my mind. So first, I want to say the concert did a spectacular job. Uh, I couldn't point out one mistake made or anything. Everyone was pretty much perfect. That could be because I was in the audience and not actually in the band, But anyway, they did a great job, which was my point. Um, but first, I want to talk about the burst of minor chords, the really intense sort of boom that the strings had. You know what I'm talking about. No, anyone who was watching this video, you were there, and you know that boom. The director was like, boom. And I was like, what? It was pretty cool. But even though I don't like minor chords because they're meant to incite unsettling, like an unsettling feeling. Uh, Whereas major chords are supposed to be happy and happy sounding. There was so much minor stuff going on there as far as key signature. It was very much a minor key signature throughout the whole performance. And last night's music sounded great. It's just that over a while it got kind of my brain got tired of it, of hearing it. Thinking in Dewey terms, going back to what we read about Dewey and what he says about the aesthetic experience. My aesthetic experience when the concert started, I was very much present, but as it went on, the experience kind of subsided as it went on, because over time my brain got used to how the music sounded, which brings me back to my first point, the burst of minor chords taking me out of the experience. At times I would close my eyes during the music, and then all of a sudden I'd hear this boom, and it would just snap me back into what I was doing. And that's directly related to what we were talking about with Dewey and how you can be snapped out of anything. Say you're walking down the street and all of a sudden something random happens, you're snapped uh, out of your mundane and you're having an experience. So my aesthetic experience came out of those bursts of minor chords because it took me out of the mundane of hearing the rest of the music, since the rest of the music sounded pretty similar. Next thing I want to talk about is the what I noticed about the Apollonian and the Dionysian energies we talked about. And I know this was last unit, so I'll be very brief. The music is called, the performance itself was War and Peace. That was the whole idea. That was the whole overtone of the music. It was very much that. And you could feel that in the chords. The minor music and the chords, that was the war. Where the minor chords, like at the very end of the performance, that the longest major chord they had, and I was so happy they ended it on a major chord because I didn't think they would. But the longest major chord was the peace, and you can feel like, oh, the war of the minor chords are over. Now we have the major chord of peace to conclude the show. And to me, the Dionysian was very much the war in the minor chords and the ba and the strings, and the Apollonian was the peace of the major chord because it was very calm and very soothing. I closed my eyes when they were playing it, and I was like, please don't ruined this by going minor, because every other major chord before that, immediately after playing the major chord, he went back to a minor chord. The band went back to a minor chord. And I was like, oh, they ruined it. They went back minor again. I was so happy and comfortable in my major chord zone, and then they took me out of it. There we go again, taking me out of the experience into another experience, having four experiences at once. And well, anyway, um, that's pretty much all I have to say about it. I'll try not to make this video too long. Thanks again, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.